What is consensus mechanism? Consensus mechanism simply is the process in which every computer node, every computer connected to this blockchain network is given the access to validate transactions, to verify transactions, to determine which transactions are valid and should be added to that blockchain network permanently. So, consensus, the word consensus simply means an agreement. Yeah, an agreement. So, let's take for instance, I am a sender. I need to send 1 Bitcoin to somebody. When I initiate this transaction, information is sent to thousands of these interconnected computers we call nodes. Because we said on the blockchain, nobody controls a transaction. There's no bank to approve this transaction. No government, no company is there to approve this transaction. So, who actually approves transactions here and add blocks on the blockchain are these computer nodes we call are these computers, these intercomputers we call node. So, when I initiate a transaction, information is sent to thousands of connected computers node. This information, what do they verify? This computer node, they run this verification process, each of them independently run these verifications to make sure I, the sender, I am in possession of this 1 Bitcoin. I actually own this Bitcoin. I own sufficient funds, like 1 Bitcoin that I want to send to somebody actually. They verify if this 1 Bitcoin I have hasn't been spent before. They verify if I have signed or I have approved the sender agreement to make sure I have approved that I want to send 1 Bitcoin to this person. And finally, they check to make sure this coin I am having are actually valid coins. So each computer does that independently. No computer is working together. Thousands, from 10,000 above, millions of these interconnected computers, they are working independently. But at the end of the day, they come to a single answer, and that answer should be yes. I am actually in possession of this 1 Bitcoin. This Bitcoin is valid. I haven't spent this Bitcoin before. I have actually signed an agreement that I want to send this Bitcoin to somebody. They all come together into this one agreement, and once they come together into this one agreement, this transaction is initiated. And once this transaction is initiated, they verify this transaction, and once this transaction is signed and verified, it is permanent. A block is added. It is added to a block, and once this block is added, this record stays on the blockchain network forever. Each block is connected and linked to the previous block.